How's it going, everybody? Fireworks Stud here, and in this video we're going to be going over a few post-4th of July pickups that I've made. If you've been around the channel for the last couple years, I like to stop by my local tents or stores after the 4th because sometimes they're, got some nice sales going on. This year, I didn't find as many deals as I usually do, but I also didn't have as much money as I usually have after the 4th. We went pretty big. But this first part is a trade that I did with a friend, and then we'll get into some good cheap fireworks that I found. A couple bags here to go through. So this first part, did a little trade with a friend. Ignore my pyro mess back there. Like I said, it is post-4th, so I still got to kind of clean up and organize. Anyways, first thing in this trade was this Copperhead mini shell kit. He just knows that I love these things, so threw that in. We've got a random ball shell. Pretty sure this is a noise shell. Same with these 4-inch canisters. I think these are called boxcar billies. I'll have to do a salute comparison video comparing these to like some of the other ones that I have. And last thing in that trade was this 500 gram from Mag Value called If It's Too Loud, You're Too Old. Looked up the demo on this one, and it's a nice like 2-stage crackle cake. So all of that was just trade for some of the stuff that I had. Now we'll get into what we've actually bought. Okay, I never buy TNT fireworks, but I did pick up this Texas Cyclone for a specific video that I have in mind that will hopefully be coming out on the channel soon after you guys see this. I was grocery shopping, and that store had fireworks in there, and their TNT stuff was all like 40% off. So I got this little 200 gram for 11 bucks, which isn't an amazing deal compared to some of these other ones that I bought. But it is a really nice price for a TNT item. I bet this was going for like 30 something or less, just slightly less than that during the 4th. So 19 shot, little 200 gram there. We also picked up from the same spot, I got these ground bloom flowers from TNT with Crackle. Now, it's been a long time since I saw these, which is why I picked them up. As a kid, I had a ton of them, but this year I got the Spinions from TNT, and maybe we'll have to compare the two, because those also have crackling. See if these are any older, any good, but this was just a couple bucks, so picked that up just because I hadn't seen it for a while. Get into this next. Okay, this is where the deals really started to happen. We have this drone attack from Miracle. I bought it simply because it is a Miracle novelty. If you watched my videos leading up to the 4th, you know that I'm becoming a big fan of Miracle fireworks. So this was 3 bucks. You get 6 in there, little aerial spinner, and I'm sure they're pretty good. It would be cool if they had a little bit of a hover action. They might. I'm not quite sure. Then for 2 bucks, I got this Neon Eyes from Cutting Edge. It's a little 16 shot 200 gram, and it might actually have like a small crackling mine, which would be crazy for one of these little pocket 200 grams. I got this one, and this next cake here, a Cover Yo Ears from World Class. This one's got a silver bottom. I got these two because I am going to be making a video just like a battle of the mini cakes, and this Cover Your Ears is pretty nostalgic for me. I had one of these about every single year growing up, and these have been always pretty good, so we'll add those to that video. Excited about those. Both of those were 2 bucks or 3 bucks, can't quite remember, but it wasn't more than $3. Okay, then at the next place they had some really good deals on some 200 grams. So we've got this Circus from Monkey Mania, 16 shots. This one was 4 bucks. 4 bucks for a little 200 gram. It's really hard to beat, especially a 16 shot, which means it'll still have decent breaks, hopefully. But I really liked all the stuff that I got from Monkey Mania. It all came from that one tent that was the only place that really had that brand around me. So I got like Zombies, Cockadoom, that you'll see coming on the channel. But yeah, nice little 200 gram there. The next one, okay, so I just kind of grabbed this because it was in the $4 section from Sky Song. Starship Patrol, 16 shots. It is a little bit bigger than the Circus here. But I just looked up a demo on this, and if this thing actually does what the demo shows, it's a little hectic. It's over in like 6 seconds. that just is like really fast paced. So I'm gonna make a short on this, or maybe include it in another video where I light some fireworks off. So keep an eye out for this, because that could end up being a really cool little 200 gram that, again, I got for $4. So alongside that one, I also got Metal Slug from Skyong. So this tent had a variety of these little Skyong 200 grams, and I think I put the other ones in a short on the 4th of July, just showing which ones I picked up. But I grabbed those, and those 2 or 3 that I had performed really well. And for the price that tent was selling them at, I decided to pick up this one because I also haven't tried out that one. So, all right. Next, another Monkey Mania. We have King Kongin. I like this one. The wrap is super cool, but it also looks like it has some purple in it, which is cool to see for just, again, a little 200 gram 16 shotter. I think I have a zombie from Monkey Mania put back. Maybe we'll compare the two and see which one is better. But again, I think that was a $5 cake, so just $1 more than the others. This next one, I actually still have one of these, but I needed another after trying it out. We have a Zombies from Monkey Mania, $5, 36 shots. And like I said, when I first picked these up, I thought they were just like a Happy Planet, but no, these things, it's 36 breaks. Well, it's probably closer to like 30 or 31 breaks, because you've got 5 or 6 whistling like comets in there. But outside of that, you've got a bunch of breaks, and for $5, this is a nice little filler for a show. It's got good duration. I think it's close to 40 seconds, 35 or 40 seconds. I'm not sure if it says on here. But this was a new item from Monkey Mania this year, and if you see it, I highly recommend it, especially if you're getting it at the price that I was able to. Okay, with just a few more things here. Stepping it up a little bit, from Raccoon Fireworks, we have a 25 shot Dreams from Heaven. This was listed in the tent for $10. And it was the last one of these, but I took it up to him. I was like, hey, could you give me a couple $dollars off, just because I'm going to need to go home, tape it up, maybe put a new base on it. And because I was a returning customer and had just spent a little bit of money there previous, they're like, why don't you just take it? They just gave it to me. So that was absolutely awesome. I've heard this one's pretty good. 25 shots, 30-second duration. I really liked the other 25 shot 200 grams I got from Raccoon from this tent. Aggression, Colorful Skies, and Wild Horses. Those were all good. So again, I saw something that I hadn't had, and luckily walked away with it for free, which was pretty cool. 2 last cakes in here. This is, again, another duplicate. I'm gonna have to, sorry, I'm doing this one-handed. Gonna have to finagle it out of there. Okay, sorry for the screen shaking. Wicked Craving from Raccoon. I believe this is a 35 shot, and it actually has a little bit of a fan on it, but this has some volleys of falling leaves, as well as some scattering like fish. It's a 25 shot. I thought it was 35. That's totally fine. Got this bad boy for $10. Seriously, a Raccoon 200 gram, like full on 200 gram. This might even be like a 350 at some places, but you're giving me that for $10. I'm gonna take that every time, especially one that has special effects and that I tried and liked it. So easy pickup there. And then we have one last cake. I don't know if I'm even gonna have room to put it up on this table. We have this 12 shot Paparazzi from Raccoon. I usually avoid these cakes that just have the tubes around the diameter of the cake, but I figured these tubes are pretty big. It is a 200 gram, but the breaks are probably going to be really good, considering the size of those tubes. Let's see if I can't get you like a glint of one. Yeah, you see it there. So this is an older cake from Raccoon. I was actually kind of surprised to see how old the demo video was from Raccoon. But again, I think this one was with the $10 ones, just like the Wicked Craving, and I had to try it for that price. So that's everything we have. Just some cheap post-4th of July shopping, trading. Like I said in my prior videos in the prior years, if you guys aren't already doing this, I would go check out your stores after the 4th. And if they're seasonal ones, you go on the 5th or the 6th. But if they're year-round, I would, wait until like the 2nd or even the third week of July after the 4th, because that's when they really start to try to move old stock and bring in stuff that they have for new stock. So you might be able to find some good deals like this. But thanks so much for watching, guys. Keep an eye on the channel. I'll be trying to do a bunch of shorts or including these things in videos going forward. So like this video, subscribe if you would. But if not, I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. Thanks for watching. All right, guys, I just finished filming that video, and I realized I forgot just a few things. So real quickly, at the tent, I found these jumbo blooms from Canon brand, which is super cool because if you know, or you may not know, but Canon brand is no longer a thing anymore, and it's been that way for a while. So I got a couple bricks of those. Keep an eye out on the channel for a demo. And then in a bin, at that same tent, they were selling these Azura Chaos preloads. You might see why they were cheaper than usual. A lot of them are broken. So when I was in the tent earlier, they were selling these for, I think it was like $4.50 a piece. But I got each of these for, I think it came out to be between $1.50 and $2 a piece. So I'm going to have to do some work on these, just some super glue, or even just put them in between some bricks, but probably some super glue. But we've got 12 of these Azura Chaos for like $2 a piece, which was super awesome. So thanks for watching. We'll catch you guys later.